Hello everyone. It's an absolutely beautiful day here at Deer Run Farm. Quinn's been back to work since last August, so he really hasn't been posting as many videos of our progress, and we haven't quite had as much going on. We're kind of in a waiting period until we start on our house build, and then I'm sure there'll be a lot more fun things to see. But today is time to do some honey extracting. So I hope to show you a little bit of that process here. So I've gathered up some supplies. Got to get my smoker going a little better here. Got some tools to open the hive boxes, some extra smoking fuel if I need it inside of the box, and my poor man hive butler for now. I just have an 8-frame box in there. I'm gonna use this lid to try to keep as many bees out as I can. But I did order a hive butler, so hopefully this process will be a little bit easier next time. And if I have more than 8 or so frames, which I think I'm gonna, I might have to go get another box and figure out how to get more safely to our friend Pat's house. Pat and Debbie, thank you, but they're gonna let me use their extractor at their house, and I'll try to help them with some of their extracting they have to do as well. So here's a little look at my hives. I have 8 of them right now, and as I checked last weekend, they all had their queens and doing really great. So this little guy right there, that's just in a 5-frame nuke box. So that was a split that I did this year, and I put some queen cells in there from another hive that looked like it was going to swarm. It was trying to make some queens, so I actually stole that frame and put it in this spot in the little nuke box there, and there's a new queen in there and some happy bees in there. So I successfully made a split this year. I did actually make my very first split last year, and that's this box right there. That was my split last year, and it's still going strong. It's actually one of my strongest hives. It's doing really well. And then this hive right here that's in the front is actually what I call the Angela hive, or the Flatwoods Cafe hive, because the awesome lady Angela that makes desserts at Flatwoods Cafe, that hive was a swarm last year from her yard, and it's doing really well too. So my hive that's given me the most honey is the one I call number 3. It's the one on the far edge right there. And so most of the honey that I'm going to get today is going to be from that hive number 3, because it's got a lot of capped honey. And I'll do a quick check in some of the other ones too to see if there's any I can take out. But last I looked last week, it wasn't all the way capped yet. So pretty sure I'm going to get about, I don't know, 5 or 6 or so from hive number 3. I might even get a couple from hive 2 here. Hive 1 has been my difficult one this year. It definitely went a while without a queen, but it did make a queen from some queen cells. I'm not sure if it swarmed, but that one always have seemed a little bit weaker and behind the others, but still alive and healthy, just weaker than the other ones. So you can see I've got honey supers on almost all of mine. Obviously not the split I just did. It doesn't have a honey super. It's just ready for a bigger box now. So it'll be getting to a bigger box here soon, a 10-frame or even an 8-frame. I've got one more of those sitting around. And this hive right here in the middle that I call number 7, it actually is my new nuke that I just picked up a couple weeks ago from Granny Cat's in Monticello. And that hive is going gangbusters, and even though it was a small nuke that was just picked up this year, fresh colony, I already have a honey super on it because it is gone gangbusters and they are making honey like crazy. And so they were getting their queen a bit honey bound, so I put a honey super on it already. So I do need to check it too. And then this was like a later hive I got last year, hive 6. and it's doing pretty well. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with how I've done this year. So let's see what honey we can get. So in order to get the bees off the frames with honey, the worker bees that are packing that honey in to those frames, I'm going to try a combination of a little bit of smoke, but I don't want to put too much smoke on the honey frames because I don't want that smoke to carry on to the honey flavor. But I saw someone on YouTube use one of these little DeWalt little leaf blowers, which we just happen to have one from our RV days of compact, smaller living. So I'm gonna try to blow some bees off real gently with the little lower powered leaf blower that I have here. I've seen some cool things where people were using old reciprocating saws and things to make like a frame shaker. So I will shake bees off because that's kind of an easy thing to get most of the bees off, but then I'm gonna have to get more bees off, I think. So we'll try a couple of these techniques that we have here. So I will then quickly put them in the Rubbermaid tub, aka poor man's hive butler, and throw the lid on and hopefully not get too many bees following me around because I am stealing their honey today. I feel a little bad, but not. All right, as you guys can see and hopefully can see, it's a little hard for me to see what I'm filming. I've got a big veil on right now. The more and more I've gotten stung, the worse my reactions have been. So I've been a little more conservative in wearing my suit more and more. Unfortunately, because I really was enjoying being barehanded. But the more bee stings I got, the bigger my hands got. So I don't want to chance that anymore. So I'm wearing my full suit. I got some different kind of gloves on today. I might show you in a bit. But just trying to see how we can get these guys out of the honey super. I'll try to push them back down into the brood box a bit. And I also did give them last week another honey super because they have this top one pretty full. So hopefully they won't miss the fact that this one isn't here. And when I get back from extracting, I will also give them back their frames so they can fill them back up. But hopefully you can see what I'm filming. It's a little bit hard for me to see if I'm getting everything in the picture with this veil on. So I wanted to try to show you this frame here. So you can see that, hopefully you can see that this side, it has a lot of honey in it. But you see that there's not fully capped. So this one isn't ready yet, even though the other side is a gorgeous, full, ready to take frame. Hopefully that's in my frame here. But basically, I'm gonna leave this for them to finish capping the other side. I'm back in the bee yard after visiting Pat and Debbie, and they were so kind again to let me come over and use their extractor. But now I'm gonna put their frames back in the boxes that I took, just minus the honey. So I got 28 pounds of honey and super excited about it. It's a nice amber color and it tastes delicious. So can't wait to have more and share it with friends. Another fine day at Deer Run Farm.